Hi, this is Brent with Production Expert, and I've been using Anna2's new Ultra Banks and Skins as a source of inspiration for writing new tracks. Let's dive in and have a look. I'm sure many people would agree with me that when new preset banks are released, it's a great source of inspiration for new material because these sounds can immediately inspire ideas. And this loop took me no longer than 5 minutes and some tweaking here and there. And I feel like I've got the basis of a really good track that is starting to develop here. I'm using all 5 of the new banks and skins that come with the Ultra bundle. And we have Ultra Cinematic 2 here. And all of these are presets that come within the folders themselves. Then I have the Ultra Circuit, Ultra Detroit 2, Ultra SD 1.2, and Ultra Vintage Analog 2. So the way Anna2 works is we have oscillators 1, 2, and 3 here, and then we have oscillators 4 to 6, which are sampler engines. And that gives us a lot of flexibility for building really powerful presets that can encompass multi-timbral sounds within one patch. So here we're actually using the sampler and we're not using the oscillator engine with the wavetable at all. And this is running through a couple of effects at the bottom here and some standard filters. Then the second Ultra Circuit sample. So as we can see, this is another instance where we're just using the sampler oscillator engine, not the actual wavetable engine. And to this preset, I've mainly used the macros. So once we're in the preset view here, we have a couple of controls here we can use to quickly change the sound of the synth by controlling multiple parameters. So I've basically put the reverb up to full to make it sound more dramatic and just enhance some of these controls as well. Then on our third layer, the Ultra Detroit, this is the basis for the entire loop, which I'm using the thump and bump preset as a sort of fundamental kick and bass at the same time. Let's have a listen. Now what I really liked about this preset is I could really quickly again tune in these macros to my taste so they fit with the loop and the sound design of this loop and composition as it evolves. So I changed the top end and the kicks intensity. So using the top end macro, it allows me to introduce a little bit more grit, and I haven't actually had to do anything on the main control panel of Anna2 here. Then our fourth layer is using Ultra SD 1 Volume 2, and this is the first instance where we're layering the sampler engine with the wavetable engine, and I'm using this heavy piano hit as a bit of an effect layer to introduce and transition you into the next section. Let's take a listen. Again, I've not done anything with this preset. It sounded so good to begin with, but I love the way the G envelope here allows greater flexibility for pitch modulation over time, allowing that note to sort of drop off in pitch. And finally, in this loop, we have the Ultra Vintage Analog 2, and I'm using this to double up and layer the bass line with a little bit of a more analog sound because this preset bank is trying to imitate vintage analog synthesizers, and I just feel like it gives it a little bit more of a vintage flavor. Let's have a listen. Again, I made a couple of really small adjustments just using the macros because I feel like this is a really good way to work within the compositional process and make some fine-tuned sound design decisions as you move along with the actual production. And altogether, those 5 banks have gave us this. That's all for now. If you like what you heard and you want to learn more about Slate Digital's new Ana 2 Ultra banks and skins, head over to the Production Expert website.